Here's how you will do impactful research as a medical resident. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Rhanderson. I'm a cardiologist and I teach the Meta-Analysis Academy. One particular challenge that we all face during our training is how to balance the clinical workload of being a resident with research to advance our careers. Trust me, I know it's really hard to do research as a medical resident. You're working 1,000,000 hours a week. You don't have the time. You may not have good mentors early on. Everyone around you is too busy to teach you as well. You may lack skills for research if your medical school did not educate you on that. So tune in for the video, hit that subscribe button, the like button, because I'm going to teach you how to do research even as a medical resident. Listen, when I matched at the University of Miami, this was back in 2013, I faced some of these same struggles. And it really worried me because I wanted to match into cardiology. But then I learned a transformative research method in my career. I learned how to do systematic reviews and meta-analysis. In 3 years, I was able to publish nearly 20 papers, 3 years as a resident, many of them in really great cardiology journals and most of them as first author, and it worked. I matched into Johns Hopkins with a very strong CV. And how is it possible to do this as a resident to publish a large number of papers? Well, as you can imagine, it's with systematic reviews and meta-analysis. When you do meta-analysis, you gain 3 major advantages. The first one is autonomy. You don't need an ethics committee. You don't need to recruit patients. You do not need to collect data from patient charts. And this gives you the autonomy to do research regardless of your institution or of specific people around you. You can invite even your mentors. You pick the mentors. You don't ask for opportunities. You create the idea, the project, and you invite potential mentors to collaborate with you. Now, the second major advantage of doing meta-analysis is the impact. And of course, you have to do high quality meta-analysis. I'm not saying that you're going to do low quality work. You have to do really high quality studies. If you do this, you can get really great journals. You can go to international conferences. When I was a second year resident, just to give you a sense of this, I published a paper as first author that was eventually cited by the European Society of Cardiology guidelines for atrial fibrillation. This is a paper I published as a second year medical resident. Can you imagine this? A resident in internal medicine being cited by cardiology guidelines as first author. I even won research awards. I traveled to major cardiology conferences to present my work as a resident. So you get a lot of impact, of authority, of high quality work when you learn how to do meta-analysis. The third major advantage is time. It is so fast to do a meta-analysis. Because you don't depend on those other elements, the ethics committee, you don't have to recruit patients, get data from charts, it can be quite fast. It takes on average about 5 to 7 weeks to do a systematic review, meta-analysis from conception to submission. So it's really quick. So if you're a resident, make sure to follow these steps. Make sure to learn how to do systematic reviews, meta-analysis to really advance your career. And before you think it's something that's unique to me, let me show you 3 great examples of our students in the Meta-Analysis Academy who did this. So Yuri Felix was a first year at the Mayo Clinic when he started doing meta-analysis. Fran Serpa is an IMG. He's from Ecuador. He was a first year at the University of Texas Southwestern in Dallas when he started doing meta-analysis as well. They both published in great journals in cardiology. Franz was even interviewed by the Heart Rhythm Society for one of his meta-analysis. And before you think it's only cardiology, check out this publication in arthroscopy by one of our students. So Paulo, he's an orthopedic resident. He works so many hours per week. Let me assure you, you do not work as hard or harder than an orthopedic resident. And yet, even as an ortho resident, he published this high impact meta-analysis as first author in a great journal called Arthroscopy. So these are all students from the Meta-Analysis Academy. Whether you're an internal medicine resident, a surgery resident, an orthopedic resident, if you really want to do research, as a resident, it might be tough to do a clinical trial, it might be tough to do a cohort study, but you can certainly do a meta-analysis and publish impactful research with autonomy, do it quickly, and this will ultimately really advance your career. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button so you learn more details about how to advance your career here in the Meta-Analysis Academy.